Okay guys, today we're going to do capsize recovery. Can anyone tell me what a capsize is?
Is that when the boat sinks?
Close. Does anyone else want to help me out?
Is that when the boat like flips over?
Yes, it's when a boat flips over and the sails are touching the water and pretty much the rest of the boat is underwater. So does anyone know what you should do when the boat capsizes? What's the first thing that you should do? There's a couple steps we're going to go over
You
here.
should try and flip it back over.
Well, in the end, that's what you want to end up happening. Can anyone tell me what's a good idea to do at the very beginning when your boat originally flips over and everyone's in the water?
One person should swim around to the centerboard.
That's one of the steps. We're going to save that one for later. What's the most important thing you should do? Most important thing you should do to make sure that everyone is
Not hurt?
yes, and by saying what?
Is everyone okay?
Yes, that phrase is everyone okay. Make sure is everyone okay. That is number one, and is the most important because capsizing can be dangerous. So you have to make sure that everyone is okay, everyone's not in any pain or hurt in any way. Now, can anyone tell me what since it's a 3-person boat, we're doing it on Blue Jays today. So it's a 3-person boat, so each person has a specific job. Can someone tell me what one job would be?
Swim around to the centerboard.
Yes. From your other suggestion before, we're going to put one person goes to centerboard. Okay. Now, what's another person should be doing? What's a good idea for another person? We have 3 people in this boat.
Should maybe somebody get in the boat when it's coming back over?
Yes, and that's called scoop.
Scoopy!
That's what. No touching the other students. Thank you. That's why we're up here, because you're going to get scooped. One person is going to get scooped back into the boat when it flips over. And one person gets. What should the person getting scooped also do when he or she is in the boat? Does anyone know?
Bail.
That comes later. We're going to bail later once the boat is already flipped over. Before the boat gets flipped back over, what should the person that's inside the boat do?
Undo all the main sheets and jib sheets.
Yes. You want to undo all lines. Let me put that one in parentheses. Undo lines.
But what if the mast gets stuck in the mud?
See, that's why we have 3 people. What's the third person going to do? If we don't want the mast to get stuck in the mud, what should the third person be doing?
Go swim up there and make sure it doesn't get stuck.
Yes, third person is going to swim up to the mast and hold it to make sure it doesn't get stuck in the mud or turtle completely, depending on how deep the water is.
What's a turtle?
Turtle is an animal.
I like turtles.
Okay, but turtle is also when the boat completely flips upside down and the mast is completely upside down and below the water, which is very hard to write or fix. So the third person, to help prevent that, is going to the mast. One person to mast. Okay, so one person goes to the mast. All that should be happening simultaneously. All people should know where they're going before the boat actually capsizes. Like, take the time before you go out to plan who's going to go where, who's going to go to the centerboard, who's going to go get scooped, who's going to be on the mast, to make sure everyone knows, just in case capsizing actually happens.
What does simultaneously mean?
It means happening at the same time. They should all be doing this at the same time. So different people, they can do different things at different times.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the 5th step has to do with the person on the centerboard. What do you think the 5th step would be? Someone said it before, I believe.
To flip it back over.
Yes, we're going to flip the boat back over. Flip back over. We're going to flip it back over. Does anyone know how the person on the centerboard would go about doing that?
Not really.
Well, you kind of just want to put your weight back on the centerboard. Like, say I'm standing on the centerboard here. You just want to pull back, and the boat's going to come back over. And the person on the mast, let go of the mast, because you don't want to be holding it down on the other person. And then the person inside of the boat is going to want to hang out to the hiking strap. This is where the scooping comes in. This is when you're going to get scooped back into the boat. And the last step, you said it before, Nick. Can you say it again?
Oh, after it comes back over your bail.
Yes, you got to get all the water out of the boat. The blue jays like to fill up with water. They'll get all the water back out of your boat so you can sail away happily and not be hurt in any way also, which leads back to the first step. So, on this diagram, this is your boat when it looks like when it's flipped over. Can anyone come up to the board and draw where the people should be? Nick.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yes, what is that person doing?
Hold up the mask so it doesn't sink in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Other person comes in here, ready to scoop, is and doing all the dip shakes and stuff.
Okay. What is the last person doing?
Last person's coming around and then you come up on the center line.
Alright, very good. Very good. That's what the last person should do. And what this person is doing is pulling the boat back over.
Okay.
He's getting scooped, holding on to what?
Hiking strap.
Hiking straps. That's a very good point. You gotta hold on to the hiking straps. It's the easiest way to get scooped. Scooped. Alright. Now I got a little sailboat here. Can anyone show me, with all these little action figures, including Stewie, where each person would be on the boat when it is capsized? Does anyone help me out?
The Stewie goes on the center board.
Stewie's gonna be on the center board. Well, he is heaviest in this case. So where should one of the trolls be?
At the mast.
And the last guy,
And the last one
three
gets
arms,
scooped over here on the hiking straps.
holding on the hiking straps. Then Stewie gets, he's not getting on the mast.
And he's
Stewie flips back over, he's in the
Yay.
boat, he starts bailing, and everyone gets pulled back onto the boat and is happy and sails away.
yay!
Okay, does anybody have any questions for me about capsizing or recovering of capsizing?
What happens if you can't get it back over?
Well, if you can't get it back over, then one of the instructors, me or one of the other instructors, will come and help you try and get it back over. Say if the mast is stuck in the mud, we'll use the powerboat to get it out of the mud, or one of the instructors will get in the water and help you. Any other questions?
What if, like, maybe, if you're just swimming around trying to get some mass, you see a shark fin coming at you?
See, there aren't any sharks in these waters
Oh, thank God.
anymore.
Oh.
I'm scared of sharks.
Don't worry about the sharks, they won't get you. We'll make sure, because they don't like capsizing, they stay away from the capsizing.
Okay.
Any last
What are we
questions?
What?
Alright guys, you did a very good job. We're going to go rig up boats now.
Mm.